In this complete section, we are going to work on orders. So till now, we have seen user is able to make the payment, but after making the payment, for whatever order they have made the payment, that order we have to store inside the database. So now currently, this is my demo project. I have logged in with Seema. If I click on this orders, for this user, currently we are not having any orders. But now I have added 2 items in the cart. Proceed to checkout. I am having all the shipping information. Continue. This is my order confirmation page. Proceed to payment. And now I'm just going to make the payment of 944. I will select UPI ID. Click on verify and pay. So till now, successfully, we are able to make the payment in our project. But see what happens now. So payment is successful. Once our payment is successful, user will be redirected to this page and I will be having order placed. And now you can see my cart is cleared. Before that, we were not able to clear the cart. Once our order is placed, all the items will be removed from the cart. And here I will have this page. And below this, I am having button view orders. Now if I click on this, you can see now whichever order got submitted, that information will be stored. And here also, if I click on orders, I will be redirected to same route. Now here I am having view order. As soon as I click on this, complete order information will be displayed here. So now we are going to work on this complete order page, and also inside this product details page, we will see how to submit the review. So one by one, we are going to work on all the functionalities. So first, we will be working on API. So inside this SRC, we are having features folder, and this is our another feature order. We have created products, we have created user. Now inside these features, I will be creating order. And inside this, I will create order slice.js. Multiple times we have repeated the same thing. Now you should be aware what is the first thing we have to do. First, we are going to import create slice from Redux Toolkit. Below this, I'm just going to invoke this create slice, and inside this, I will be passing object of options, and this entire value I'm just going to assign to order slice. First property, name of the slice, I will be passing order. Second, we have to pass initial state, and state is nothing but object. First property, success, success to be false. Loading, initially loading will be false. Then I will be passing error. Initially, I will not have any error, so I will be passing null. I will be creating orders. Okay. When user is submitting the order, user can have multiple orders. So initially, I will be passing empty array, and property name is orders. Now, whenever we click on order details, for individual order, we have to see the information. So here, I will pass the property order, individual order. So here, initially, I will be passing empty object. Then next, I will be creating reducers. I will open user slice. From here, I'm just going to copy both the reducers. Let me scroll up. Remove errors and remove success. Copy and paste. And finally, we have to export this reducer and actions. Export, const, I will destructure, remove errors and remove success. From this, order slice dot actions. In this way, I'm just exporting both the actions. And finally, we have to export our reducer. And for reducer, I will just do default export, order slice dot reducer. Let me change the spelling. So in this way, we have to create the slice. Accordingly, pass the slice name, initial state, and inside this reducers, for clearing error and for clearing success message, we are going to create these two actions. Then we will export, and finally we are going to export reducer. Once we have created this reducer, this we have to import in store. So here I will give the key as order. Now whenever I want to access order state, I will be using state.order. I will give the reducer name as order reducer. Exact same thing, copy this order reducer. Inside these features, we have created order, and inside that we are having order slice. It is very important, after creating or after exporting the reducer, we have to import that reducer inside store. Only then our application will be knowing what state and what reducer we are having inside the store. Now here we are going to write the function for creating our order. I will give the comment as creating order, and above this I'm just going to import this createAsyncThunk, and below this I'm just going to import Axios. Import Axios from Axios. Now below this I'm just going to invoke this createAsyncThunk. Inside this I will be passing two arguments. First will be our action type order slash, we are creating order, so I will give the type as create order. Second, we will be passing function, and this function I will be making as async function. And inside this function, first will be the payload. So whenever we are creating order, we need what order we have created. So payload, I will be passing order. Then second, I will pass this reject with value. And this entire thing, I'm just going to assign to this create order variable. And this is nothing but the action. So this action we will be dispatching in other files. So I'm just going to export this action. And here I will open this try and catch block. I will be passing error open. Let me just open user slice. From here multiple times we have passed this error. Let me copy this return value and inside this paste. So whatever error messages we are having, that message we are just going to throw if we are having any error while creating the order. And inside this I will write order creating failed. Now inside this try block, whatever order we have created, for that we are just going to set the header. So here I will create one variable config. Inside this I will be passing headers, and for this I'm just going to pass content type. And what value I have to assign? I have to assign application JSON. Okay. In this way, I will be creating variable, and using this, I'm just going to set my header. Below this, directly destructure this data, and here I will be passing await Axios dot post request. From backend, I'm just going to open order routes. And inside this, for creating new order, we have passed the route and request this post. So exact same thing I will copy, and inside this we have to write slash API slash v1 and this slash new slash order. So using this we will be creating new order. And second, we have to pass complete order information, which we have passed as the payload. While dispatching the action, complete order information we will be passing as payload. Then finally, third, we have to pass this headers. And here I will be writing log, and inside this I will be passing order data, and here I'm just going to display this data. And finally, from this function, I'm just going to return data. So in this way, I will be creating my function for creating our new order. And this should be exact same route which we have passed in backend. Now after creating this function, we have to create extra reducer. And for this, I will be assigning argument builder. Open this function. Here, I will write builder dot add case. Inside this, we are going to add three cases. Create order dot pending, Second, we will be passing state and then open the function. Same thing copy. Below this paste. Next, we are having fulfilled. And here I will also pass action. And again, I will be pasting. Last thing, we are having rejected. And here I will also pass action. So in this way, I will be creating extra reducers, and for each and every functionality, we are going to add different cases, and accordingly, we will dispatch this lifecycle actions. First for pending, let me come here. Pending, we do not have to change anything. Loading will be true and error will be null. And for error also, let me come here, copy this entire thing, and here I will be pasting. So for this error lifecycle action, loading will be false, and whatever error message we are having in the backend, that we are going to access. Let me remove, and inside this I will pass this message, order creating failed. I will copy and inside this paste. Okay, for pending and rejected, exact same thing. Multiple times we have repeated. So in this way, we will be updating our state. Now inside this fulfilled, loading will be assigned to false. Below this, I will access order. Before that, let me come to order routes. Open this create new order function, and inside the response, we are having success, and whatever order we have created, that information we are having. So here, let me come here. I will write state.order is equal to action.payload, and inside this action.payload, I will have success through and I will have order. So here from payload, I will access order. Then for this success, I will assign action.payload.success. So whatever order we have created, that information will be stored inside this order, and whatever value we are having for success, that value will be assigned for this success. Okay, this action.payload, it will be returning this complete response. So from there, we have accessed success and order. Accordingly, we will be updating the state when our fulfilled action is dispatched.